The impact of a new court ruling on absentee ballots in the countdown to Election Day. Good evening, and thank you so much for joining us for Action News at 11. I'm Carolyn Clifford.
And I'm Alan Campbell. The Michigan Court of Appeals blocked an earlier ruling that extended the window for mail-in ballots to be counted.
7 Action News reporter Brett Cast is live now with what it means for your vote. Brett?
Yeah, Carolyn, it can be a little bit confusing, but essentially this just reverts back to the way it has always been. Now, this ruling that was overturned, it was made in September, and it only applied to this November election. And that ruling essentially said that as long as the ballot was postmarked before Election Day, it could arrive 2 weeks late and still be counted. But now this ruling today by a court of appeals said that's not going to happen. In the August primary, clerks became aware of a problem. Due to more absentee ballots and slower mail delivery, 10,000 ballots showed up late, and therefore 10,000 ballots were never counted. The Secretary of State talked about this exact issue yesterday in Detroit.
We've seen patterns of people mailing their ballots prior to Election Day but being received after. So for that, we have worked to establish drop boxes all across the state.
On top of those added drop boxes and satellite voting centers, a Court of Claims judge made another change in September, ruling clerks must count ballots up to 2 weeks after the election, as long as they were postmarked by Election Day. But now today, with less than 3 weeks until the election, another decision by an appeals court struck down that ruling, saying only votes received by 8 p.m. on Election Day will count.
Probably about 2/3 citizens are going to vote by mail, although maybe more.
So far, nearly 3 million Michiganders have requested an absentee ballot, and more than 1 million have already been returned.
We are on track to break records in turnout, and we've already broken records in terms of the number of people voting early.
And especially with this recent ruling, clerks want those ballots sent as soon as possible, warning that if your ballot is not in the mail by this Tuesday, October 20th, you should drop it off in person or at a drop box to make sure it counts.
Even though 2 weeks may be enough time to get a ballot back, we don't want to risk that.
Now, again, this ruling means that in order for your vote to count, your ballot must be received by 8 p.m. on Election Day. Reporting live, I'm Brett Cast, 7 Action News.
Bottom line, get your ballot in as soon as possible. Brett, thank you. Carolyn?
All right, Alan.